Going live. Any moment now. Just need to make sure that it's coming through on the thing to watch the stream on. Because you gotta make sure it's actually playing correctly before you start playing. Alright, so we are fully indisputably live. Good. The time is upon us. Which I think that's the name of one of the quests in Try, actually. Or might be misremembering. Either way, hello everybody. It's time for some Monster Hunter. Yeah, we're playing some Try. Obviously, and my tracking immediately decided to wig out the moment I moved away from the camera, of course. Allow me to fix that momentarily. Doot, reset. Okay. So, let's have some fun. Hey, Jester! Yeah, we're just gonna be playing some Monster Hunter. Partly to, show off that I got the new stream theme set up going with the new border and everything, but also I fixed the capture card problems. I figured out the settings I had set wrong, and now in everywhere, at least except for the darkest of caves, everything looks correct. And I can let you guys enjoy the beauty of Monster Hunter Try. I think my view is a little bit behind, actually, but oh well. Question is, are we going to start off with some quests or just some forest hunting? Let's take a look at the forecast. Oh. Yeah, we'll start off with a hunt in the forest, because why not? Everything looks like 3? Yeah, hopefully. Well. But yeah. Hey, another indication of the thing looking better, you can actually see the loading screen now instead of it being a black grainy blob. Let's wreak ecological devastation upon the deserted island. I say that jestingly, of course. Oh, hey, Rathian's right there. Paint. Get paint. And yes, I know I am using a fire longsword on Rathian, but like, I'm good enough that it don't matter. Hitting in the loading screen between zones? Prefer the new games let you walk through the distance? See, I like both. And it kind of depends on my mood on a given day, but both have their merits, right? One of the nice things about the loading between zones is it allows you to panic escape a monster or run to temporarily sharpen your weapon or heal, so on. And there's a charm to the loading between the zones. But at the same time, it does make the world feel so much more without the loading zones. So, ultimately, I think the move to not having the loading zones was the good move. But there's always going to be some nostalgia for them. And there's something magical about older games looking out at the edge of the current map cell and going, there's still things out there, even though I cannot reach them. Broke your face. And your tail. But the thing I miss from Tri, especially, is underwater combat. And we kind of have it again with Lagiacrus's special arena area nest ground in Scarlet Forest, but I am praying to, I don't know, whatever deities listen, that Capcom will bring underwater combat back fully, because I miss it heavily. Oh, I have no qualms answering about my weapon mains. So for Tri, my two main weapons are Longsword and Switch Axe. And they're just the ones I gelled with the most in Tri's combat style. I guess for the longest time, so I started Tri, this save in Tri, before I was even able to read, actually. It was that early on. I could read a little bit, but I was really young. And it took me a little while bouncing between weapons to find one I liked. But for Tri, that, like I said, that ended up being Switch Axe and Longsword. Though I did do Sword and Shield for quite a while. Eventually, like, I want to say a little bit... I want to say at Lagiacrus is when I got to the Lagiacrus hunt the first time around in Tri, is when I also picked up Freedom Unite. And in Freedom Unite, for low rank, I did Dual Blades as my main. And then after that, it ended up being Greatsword for quite a while. But eventually, Greatsword just wasn't maneuverable enough for me, but I still wanted the big chunky damage, so I went to Hammer. And then in World, my main weapon was Insect Glaive. Pretty much throughout all of World, it would either be Insect Glaive or occasionally Switch Axe and Longsword. But mainly Insect Glaive, because finally getting able to helicopter was incredible. And then when I finally went back to Wilds, I actually got back into the mains I had in Freedom Unite and started doing mostly Hammer, and eventually, after Shatter Seal came out, Greatsword too. Though I also started using Bow in Wilds a lot. Bow is pretty much my main secondary weapon. And it's the main weapon I use for Dog, but Wild's Bow is fantastic. Every once in a while, I'll play with one of the other weapons just for the sake of it, or if there's a funny joke weapon I want to mess with. But for the most part, those are the ones I do for per game. See, I could never get into Charge Blade. Charge Blade, I like the concept of Charge Blade a lot, but I could never get into actually using it. But I do really like World Glaive. I don't like Wild's Glaive nearly as much, and I'm not sure why, because they're fairly similar, but just something about it, Wild's Glaive feels off to me. So I ended up not going back to it in Wilds. Oh, and then for Rise, the main things I use mainly Longsword and Rise. Sometimes a little bit of Swax. Limp away. Oh, I was actually thinking about capturing you, but okay. For a Wild's Blade, because the guard points feel so good. Like I said, I understand the appeal of Charge Blade, because there's a lot of it that's really cool. I mean, I love the concept of the transforming weapons in general, but just the play style of it never really gelled with me. Ooh, sparklies. Yoink. So, one thing I do really miss about the old games, though, is the sound effects. I deeply miss the item. Well, I say miss, but you literally just heard it, and if you wanted to, you could trigger it yourself. The old gen item pickup sounds and gathering sounds and all of them. Just think they're really nice. Yeah, Royal Ludrith might be in the water. Need to do some swimming. Oh, nope. Okay, I guess we're not swimming. Yeah, I kind of walked right into that. Ah, flinched you out of hitting me. Ah, we do get to swim. Nice. Oh, sorry, I missed the chat. Whole song about that another player's character being short that I mentioned last stream, made another song about campaigns fake out antagonists. Third gen, I missed how there was from Preview Night. The display is similar to Gen 1 too, so if we changed. Well, Druid, you're about to see the biggest change in 3rd gen that I wish they brought back. Because everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. But yeah, the main... Like, there was a few mechanical advances from 2nd to 3rd, but it was mostly just, you know, better graphics, a bit more advances in, like, monster movements and reactions and weapon abilities. But nothing, wasn't a huge jump. Except for the swimming, of course, which is something I really, really want Capcom to bring back fully. I'm not expecting to get full swimming in Ascendance, but it would be really cool if we did get full swimming in Ascendance. Oh, you're already limping away. Give me your tail. Yeah, if not in Ascendance, then whatever the next, you know, Monster Hunter is, but... I mean, so far I've had a pretty good track record of calling things to come in Wilds. I called most of the returning monsters. And I even called Zoshia, so... Okay, so swimming combat is really divisive. Because you either like swimming combat, or you hate it with no in-between. But it's essentially just you move in the direction you point the camera. Let's see, I'll swap out the odd egg, I don't need that. Ludrith, let me carve. And I'll swap out... I'll swap out the blue mushroom. I actually have plenty of those. And swap that with herb. Not like I'll need the healing. See, I think part of the reason that most of the people didn't like underwater combat is because they weren't playing with the Wiimote and Nunchuck. Because if you're playing with the Wii... That Ludrith just vanished into oblivion, okay. If you're playing with the Wiimote and Nunchuck, it is as smooth as anything in the older gen games. Yeah. The Laotian, I am curious about the Laotian Lung fight too, because see, I am the very weird person that actually liked the old gen siege hunts, even though they were just punch the foot 1,000 times with your hammer. You know? Uh, but the one I like, the old gen siege hunt that I liked the most, wasn't Lungshin Lao or Ashen Lungshin Lao, which it looked like that was Ashen, not base, in the trailer. But it was Shingaran. And if we're getting Lungshin Lao / Ashen, I have high hopes that we're going to get the giant enemy crab. Alright. Hope you have some scrumptializing. But one of my decent odds predictions for Ascendance is we're gonna get Shingaran alongside Ashen and Lungshin Lao. And part of why that excites me a lot, yeah, they have brought all the other crabs back in the other previous. So part of why having Shingaran back excites me a lot is because Shingaran basically piloted the wound system all the way back in 2nd gen with how his legs worked. You know? I mean, of course, there's obviously a lot of differences, but a modern gen Shingaran fight with the Wild's wound system, adding onto the mechanic of how Shingaran's legs worked in, 2nd gen, I think there's potential for something really cool there. Really? I mean, maybe it was because I just really liked the like I said, I know I'm the weird guy who liked the old Siege Quest. I know that's not a popular opinion. But I liked his the most, again, because of the mechanic with the legs. And maybe because it was I was a hammer main, and he's almost custom built to be a hammer and or greatsword hunt. But I think Shingaran could just... Ooh, okay, we're gonna go back in the woods then. But I think Shingaran could definitely be made good in a way that might, be brought into modern gen in a way that most people would really like, not just the weird outliers like me. Especially if they cribbed some of the tech stuff from the Frontier variants. Oh, Tigrex being a favorite fight is not psycho at all. I love Tigrex, especially if it's old gen Tigrex. See, I didn't like World Tigrex as much as I liked Freedom Unite Tigrex, which is weird, I know, but the slower her pace and augmented movement jank of Freedom Unite made timing Tigrex with either your greatsword or hammer so good to where you could get the offset before offsets were even a thing of fully charged greatswording down on Tigrex, or, fully charged hammer swing onto Tigrex's charge and knock him out of that. Incredibly satisfying when you pull it off. Mortifying when you fail, but... Yeah. I like Nargacuga a little more than Tigrex, but it's like a very slight little. I like both. I like the pseudo wyverns a lot, as I've seen the popular fan name for that variant of flying wyvern. Great, Jackie, you don't even get the roar. Yeah, Tigrex does occupy that rival slot to an extent, but for me, especially because before I ever had the, Popo Tongue or Mountain Herb quest, I had the Monster Guts quest with Geocris. Laggy will always be my biggest, and like the one I'm always the happiest to 1v1. Laggy is my boy, and we are about to go say hi to him, actually, because the forecast called for Geocris. And I shall answer. And we shall face the Lord of the Seas on his home turf, as is rightful and proper. Yeah, Nargacuga was more... no, Nargacuga wasn't as much of a wall for me as Tigrex was. But Nargacuga I always have consistently more difficulty with than Tigrex after I learned how to hunt Tigrex. Because eventually Tigrex became easy, but Nargacuga is always, on your toes. Yeah, Rathalos is all... I mean, he is John Monster Hunter of, he is the archetypal monster of Monster Hunter from which everything else is patterned off. So on one hand, just jumping straight in, huh? Okay. Just we walked out to see Laggy just diving in, okay. But... yeah. Laggy, my boy, I have come to spar with you. And by spar, I mean relentlessly stab you with my blade. Ah, I love Trimble of the Land and Sea when I'm especially when I'm fighting Laggy. The cheese didn't cooperate? I'm sorry. Oh, ham and cheese sounds incredibly good. Oh, it's been so long since I've got to have ham or cheese. Dodged right into that. Whoops. Trying to reach out while hunting Laggy is not the greatest decision. Because even after all this time, I still gotta pay attention when I'm hunting you. My oldest and greatest rival. And while I am more than familiar with every inch of your glistening body, and every move you make is mine to know, you can still get me with them sometimes. That's what I get for glancing at the chat again. Also, shaking yourself out of stun in Try is the most satisfying of all of them, because you get to, wildly swing your arms around. Instead of just spinning your circle stick. See, Kushala is a punching bag if you can shut off his wind. Which, I mean, you just need to poison him to do that. But getting to the point where you have poisoned him to shut his wind off, it is still pretty annoying. But at the same time, it's not nearly as annoying as a lot of people always made it out to be. Wildly flail the hands about to shake yourself free of dazedness. Come on. There we go. Roll over for me. I'm sorry, I just looked back at the chat and I heard you saw you raging against Kushala. Yeah, I mean, fair. But at the same time, yeah, the newer games definitely upped his difficulty now that poison isn't his kryptonite. You gotta have higher Elder Seal weapons to knock his wind out. Okay, well, I was gonna barrel bomb you, but you just woke back up. See, the Lord of the Seas cannot be deceived in such a simple manner. Truly, only my greatest rivals. Could apparently make me risk drowning. Hang on, I gotta go. Oh yeah, I love the underwater areas. And can you imagine, right? Can you imagine doing this in Wilds level graphics and with like all of the millions of fish and coral and all the endemic life and stuff that would be in here in Wilds? It'd be incredible. Like, again, I am begging Capcom to let us swim again properly. Like I said, the laggy special event essentially is good, don't get me wrong. I'm glad we have that if nothing else. But I want to properly swim and face laggy under the sea through. So this is so I'm playing Try and not Ultimate, so Plesioth isn't in it, and I also don't. I'm stuck on low rank too because the servers for the town of Lochlac. By the time I was even, potentially be allowed to do anything online, Lochlac was already gone. I'd love to fight Plesioth underwater, and that's not a joke. I genuinely think it would be fun, because I actually like the hypersonic tackling fish boy. Because I think he's goofy. Actually, I like Piscine. I like every Piscine Wyvern except Juratotus and Levisioth. And I know I'm weird for that. And I do mean all of them, even Cephalos. I know that it is absurd that someone actually likes Cephalos, but I like Cephalos. But if you want the sea noodle, huh? Well, I was planning on hunting the one elder dragon we can hunt in this game today. See, I knew I'd eventually find someone who also doesn't mind Cephadrome. It's just Juratotus, Levisioth, and their variations that I don't like. Oh, what you got, Chow Chow? Ah, you've gathered a bunch. No. Cha Cha? It's time for you to change your mask. And put on the ancient mask. Because I'll have need of your garlic breath. I won't need these. Won't need cool drink. But I will take everything with me to combine into more potions. And I will stock up on barrel bombs. And then I believe I still have a handful of... Yes, I do still have a decent bit of underwater ballista ammo.
Hi.
Let's check on the farm and haul box first. Mogue Deep, alright. Say Mogue Deep is good, that's where you're going. Even and early, to the volcano with you. Take a power paddle. Dark waters. Alright. Power paddle. To the farm. Well, I do like the fact that we have the gathering trade system with the villagers from the different tribes in Wilds. I do miss having a proper farm. And I mean a proper farm. I need a Poke Village level farm at some point. New Monster Hunter. That would be fantastic. I don't know why I went back here. Alright, goodbye. I hope you have fun. Bowen World and Rise. Try a bit of an easy one for me. Yeah, ranged in Olgin is fairly clunky. But Yeah, Geritodus is never an issue. It's just... Okay, so... like I said, Tri is my first Monster Hunter. And my first experience with any kind of lava swimmer was Ignactor. Clack Clack, good old Clack Clack boy. But... let's do Dragon Head and Mega Bagel. We'll steam, I guess. Yeah, Freedom United's farm is the best in all of Monster Hunter. And I stand by that. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. It is time for the decisive battle. Sidious. Which I really hope we eventually see Sidious again at some point. I love the Viking eel whale Dunkleosis. There he is. To my knowledge, outside of Tri Ultimate, or 3 Ultimate, whatever. Nope. Take the barrel bomb, oxygen supply, and the Farcaster. And I have the space, why not take everything? Map last, because you don't really need it for this area. But Sidious is the final monster of Tri, and the exemplification of underwater combat, because you can only fight him underwater. Well, I mean, I still think Laggy is the better overall underwater hunt, but Sidious is spectacle, pure and simple. And the best part about the Sidious hunt to me is, canonically, you don't slay it, you repel it. So the Sidious you hunt at the end of Tri, at least, you know, until you go back and do the quest again and all that, it exists somewhere out there in the world. Mayhaps eventually to become a gold beard. Or appear in one of the other games. Something I truly wished would have happened in Worlds. World, you know the one balcony observatory in Astera where you can overlook the ocean? Something I thought would have been absolutely incredible, just as a, like, once every couple of days or something, there's a small chance to just see the silhouette of Sidious breach the water. That would have been glorious. And it's something I think I actually legitimately dreamed about once. trying to fight back against me. Yeah, like I said, I went from Try to Freedom Unite, but if you still have the Wii, I encourage you to get Try, or better yet, Ultimate, which, you know, I'm sticking with Try because I have been playing this same save since forever. But I think technically maybe the servers for Ultimate are still existing. I don't know for sure, though. Actually, I don't think they are anymore, but at the very least, you get to do more in Ultimate. You also get a second companion, Cambia, instead of just Cha-Cha, but I don't know too much about Ultimate, though, because like I said, I've always been playing Try. I love Sedase's themes, though. Even if he is so big, I sometimes misjudge the distance. Nope. Cha-Cha, I need your onion breath. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Nope, that was a waste. Oh well. onto Area 2. Oh, he shaved his beard! He has been shaved! I love the Underwater Ruins map. Even if it is essentially just one big corridor. Oh yeah, Forest and Hills is a great map too. Forest and Hills is very nostalgic. But what is it? The Great Forest? It's not sport. Ooh, here it is, final area. He actually hasn't passed through. Here we go. And here's the theme I love. Oh, well, if you like the jungle and Rise, we can go there next because the Flooded Forest and Rise. Oh wait, Do you mean the jungle or the flooded forest? I think Rise did get the jungle too, but the flooded forest originally comes from Tri, so we can go for there too, and we get to see the actual swimming parts of it. Also, I just love the abyssal, like looking down into the depths there. I could never have thalassophobia thanks to Tri. Jungle from 2nd gen. I do really like the 2nd gen jungle too. Especially how Area 10 you couldn't go there at night because the tides would rise and cut off the sandbar. Is this one just gonna be rations? Or are you gonna give me some underwater ammo? It's just gonna be rations, okay. Why are you all the way up there? Why don't you come down here, Cebius? You're mad enough, you should. Heh, missed. Yeah, I didn't know Jungle was in Rise either. I think it came out in Sunbreak. It was part of Sunbreak, but yeah, the jungle vine wall in the base camp is iconic. Please tell me the beehive is still right up there in Tri, or Rise, not Tri. As well as a Veggie Elder. Come down here, Sidious. I want to thrust into you with my giant pillar. And by that I mean Undersea Dragonator. Come on. Come on. Come get in position. Get in position. Get Dragonation. Oh, come tell me that didn't miss. Did I miss the Dragonator? Seriously? I missed the Dragonator. Another rival beyond Garuga? Love, hate him? Yeah. Beyond Garuga is a fun one. I also love, hate the Psycho Chicken. Oh, we broke his horn! I wasn't even looking when I did that. Haha. to God, may I say not to faith. Honestly, I think Tigrex is in Freedom United is the main one that did take that rival position. Once I got over the wall of that initial hunt. Ooh, Huntathon quests. You remember Huntathon quests? I miss Huntathon quests. And treasure hunting quests. Treasure hunting quests should come back. Those were fun. Getting to light the smokestack on top of the snowy mountains. Honestly, the Snowy Mountains map in general should get to come back. God, just the scale of Cedius. It doesn't really hit you, and then you hover in front of the thing and realize you're the size of one of his teeth. Egg Quest can stay in old gen, though. I mean, there is a certain charm to the Egg Quest, though. You gotta admit, it is sometimes fun. For as annoying as they can be, they're also fun. Desperately scrambling away from Rathian as you're trying to make your way down the cliff without breaking the egg. You know what? That's something missing in the newer Gen Quest, though. The newer Gen Quest, you're already, in most of the newer Monster Hunters, you're already like a big shot established hunter, right? So most of the time, they don't have you working up from basic gathering quests in small monster hunts, then large monster hunts. Not for Wilds, but obviously, but for the next Monster Hunter game, they need to start you back out as a true newbie rookie hunter who has to go up the ladder from gathering, the basic gathering quests, then the slaying small monster, then you breaking into the large monster, and then you need to have the gather the mountain herbs, guts, it's what's for lunch type quest, where you're still like in basic leather armor and they throw the flagship monster at you to make you terrified of it. Like I said, it is to an extent sad, like, it does help me specifically with the idea that it's the same hunter going through all of these games. But for the games themselves, it does make it more satisfying to start out as nobody aspiring hunter into, Elder Dragon slaying hunter of pretty decent renown. But what makes that is so especially such a thing is when, like I said, when they throw the flagship at you while you're still in basic leather and iron gear. And you have no idea what's going on. And 5-year-old you is terrified of the thing that can make your character freeze up and shake when you've never even encountered a monster that can roar yet. And you have no idea what to do or how you can even accomplish the quest, and you're stuck spending weeks trying to work up the nerve to even do the quest again, and desperately scrambling trying to avoid the monster while you gather the thing you need to gather. That's part of why I love Lagiacrus so much. Because there was a period where he was genuinely terrifying to me as a kid. And when I finally overcame that and actually slew the Lord of the Seas, I felt like I was on top of the world, and then the quakes didn't stop. And it eventually turns out, of course, that Cedius is responsible for the earthquakes plaguing the village, slamming its giant overgrown horn onto the ocean floor, trying to keep it from growing over its eye. Ooh, we can get another Dragonator shot. Hopefully this time I can redeem myself. Come on, Cedius, follow me. Follow me. Just one of the Pobo tongues, yeah. Hey, Moo! We're doing some underwater combat, hunting what is probably my favorite Elder Dragon, Cedius. And we are, if he will get into position, gonna Dragonator him. If he will show up over here. Gotcha, come on, don't distract him. We need to Dragonator him before the quest is over. Come on, Cedius. Get down here. Get in position. Come on. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure it was, but it had that look to it. Get Dragonatored! Yeah! And thank you for immediately changing it when I brought up that suspicion, by the way. It's... Oh, here we go. I believe this is last couple seconds. We've definitely done enough damage for the repel. But we'll have to do the quest again if we want to slay Cedius. We're setting up, say no fair. Yep. We got the repel. Yeah, Try is the reason why I am 90% unaffected by any of those thalassophobia horror animations you see. I just look down at that abyss and go, ooh, can we go deeper? Is there a cooler version of Cedius even deeper down? Ooh, 2 luminous organs? Nice! You guys are lucky charms for me. Hey, thank you, Druid. This is my extra channel where I do other stuff. My main one is Moog Art, where I mainly do art and 2D, 3D stuff. But yeah, sometimes I will do various things over here. It was nice having you. Alright, we'll restock, and I think it should just take one more cycle to actually slay Cedius. Because we did a pretty decent amount of damage that first time. Just grab some more underwater ballista ammo. Yeah, it was fun having you here, Druid. I'm glad you stopped by. Not much to the report. Okay, to the volcano with you. Take the power paddle. You're talking about differences between new gen. We're talking about the quest fee. Like hunters who suck at their job, complaining about the quest fee. We weren't carting their carcasses home all the time. We wouldn't charge a quest fee. Do you guys remember when quest fees were a thing? Because I do. It gave an actual consequence to messing up. Beyond just, not progressing. I miss it. There's a lot of old gen hunting that I do miss. Pop a demon drug, pop an armor skin. Oh, I didn't eat before we left. Whoops. Oh well. Where's the secret jumping point? There's the secret jumping point. Where is it? There's this. Where? Here it is. Because he'll be in Area 3. Ta-da! And all the battle damage we inflicted previously is still reflected in the cutscene, which I love. Not something you think about in newer games, but dries old. There was a way to zoom in on this. I don't remember what it was, though. Hang on. I know there was a way to zoom in on this. Oh, well. Hearing the diva singing this during the one seasonal event was fantastic. Well, technically it was Eternal Words, not this part of the version of it, but you know what I mean? Now, think about how loud a whale song is, and now imagine how loud Sadeas must actually be. Cause like, Legiacris is blue whale sized. Sadeas is significantly larger than that. Come on. Get into position, yes. Yes. Dragonated! Get back over by the barrel bombs. Missed. Just barely screwed past that. Oh, don't make me sad with your whale noises. It's not available yet. Well, it was okay. It becomes available right after I try to use it, and it's not. Okay, I see how it is. Come on, Sadeas, get back over here. That's it. Come get Dragonated. There we go. What? Told you guys we would two-cycle him. And we got him with the Dragonator. Now to carve all we can. And now that we've done Sadeas, I think we have just enough time for one quicker hunt. And I think I know what I want to end it off on. The monster I am desperately both hoping and calling is gonna be in Ascendance. We're gonna do Kurapeko. Don't know why I said it like that. Another luminous organ. You guys genuinely are a good luck charm. I mean, not that I need any more luminous organs. I already got all the Sadeas gear I want. But at the same time, you guys seem to be quite lucky. Now, restock time. We will grab traps, because I'm going to go for a capture. Grab the tranks, or I'll paint and the tranks. Load up on mega potions. And then refill the potion supply. And that should be more than good. And for the fun of it, we will change our equipment. And we'll go full Sidious. Now it is time to hunt Scarapecco. And also take a look at the sandy plains at night. Cha-cha. Yeah, let's put you in false feline. I love the desert regions at night. The sky in them is always amazing. No matter the game, no matter the desert region, they always do a fantastic job on the night sky in it. Alright, see if you're in area 4. Yeah, you are. You better be coming to Ascendant, Scarapecco. Either as you or as a Guardian. Oh, you're calling in Great Jaggy, huh? You're gonna heal yourself. Big exploded. You're already limping. You're already limping that fast. There's no way. I know I'm good, but I'm not that good, am I? bringing in some Rhinopolis, huh? Nope. No clacking and explosions for you. Okay, well, I guess we're not capturing you, because... I was gonna try and capture you and take you to the Forbidden Lands myself, but I... Okay. I should have let you actually call in Great Jaggy and hunted him too. Alright. Oh, I got Flintstone too, nice. But yeah, I was over really quick. Honestly, we might do one more run at Kurapeko just to try and capture him and not instantly murder him. Alright. We're doing the one where you have to capture them this time, so I can't mess it up. Don't let me slay it this time. Finish the deserted island, we're just gonna grab these, because I know the deserted island like the hand of my back. I don't need no map here. Paintball. Really, Cha-Cha? Ah, you're already limping. So now it's time for trapping. We're just gonna slow walk towards area 8. Might as well take out this Ulthroth. And grab its juices off the ground. Or rather its husk. I don't want its husk. You're calling in felines, huh? Alright, one more smack. And you're calling in Rathian, okay. It's nothing to do with you, Rathian. All right. With all said and done, I gotta go smuggle this Kurapeko into the Forbidden Lands. But I certainly had fun hunting with you guys. Thank you all for coming to hang out with me while we did this, and I need to reset my tracking now that I've moved again. Hang on just a moment. Shh, bloop. Oh, yeah. This was fun. And honestly, I kind of want to do more of this type of thing. Especially now that I've gotten the Wii properly calibrated. But this is indeed where we are going to call it. Like I said, this was fun. And I hope you guys had fun. If you got anything you want to say before we call it, now would be the time. But it was nice to have you guys out here. Just for something more casual. But if you have no closing remarks, alright. In that case, as has always been. Oh, seeing that was gone, but 10 out of 10, I have no clue what's going on again. Alright, thank you for that, Chester. I probably will do some more casual try streams going forward because they are fun. And I do enjoy doing them. Probably throw in some other Wii games too. Honestly, I think Punch-Out would be a fun one to do on stream at some point. I'm worried I might slap the microphone off of its holder if I try to do Punch Out, but I think it'd be fun. But yeah, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad I was entertaining. And